Everyone, I'm Hillary, and today for the Professional Communication Strategy class, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the recent General Motors recall. I'm going to give you a background of the topic, explain why it affects sustainability, ethics, and crisis management when we discuss some possible solutions that GM has recently proposed. Just this past Monday, it was reported that General Motors, or GM, was recalling over 1.3 million vehicles for a power steering issue, including all 2004 to 2010 models of the Chevrolet Malibu, Cobalt, and HHRs, Saturn Ions and Aras, and Pontiac G6s. According to the Time magazine article published March 31st by Alex Rogers, this recall is actually GM's second this year, following a 2.6 million vehicle recall for ignition switch problems that was essentially linked to 13 deaths. This, in conjunction with GM owning 4 of the 10 largest automobile recalls in history, as reported by Andrew Wendler of MSN Auto, brings about the question of sustainability. As found on GM's webpage, it was founded in 1908, and General Motors, has been an iconic powerhouse automobile company in the United States ever since. With that being said, consumers have to start looking at if that's all this company has to offer, just deep-rooted American symbolism. Not only are these recalls bringing a question of how much longer GM can stay a competitor, but also remembering back to 2009 when General Motors filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. These factors, and with the realization that foreign auto companies like Volkswagen, Honda, and Toyota, according to MSN Auto, only have one major recall apiece, dating all the way back to the early 70s, should be causing sustainability coordinators throughout GM to start experimenting with new ideas. 57 cents. 57 cents, according to Tom Kirshner and Deanne Durbin of the Associated Press on April 1st, is all that it would have cost GM to fix the faulty part in these most recent 2014 recalls. Ethically speaking, the issue actually arises when it's found that GM took almost 10 years to announce this known safety defect. As a GM owner myself, I personally find this to be unacceptable. When it comes to my safety or the safety of my loved ones, 10 years is far too long to be told about a fatal problem. The Associated Press article also reported that CEO Mary Barra also deflected the question of the 10 years and admitted she didn't know why the company took so long to report the problem to the public. In her defense, she just gained the CEO position in January, but obviously her predecessors need a strong ethics lecture. Barra stated in front of Congress Tuesday, quote, "If there's a safety issue, we are going to make the right change and accept that," end quote. This having been said, GM has to swing full on into crisis management mode. The company recently announced that they had hired Kenneth Feinberg, the attorney responsible for the compensation aspect of such great disasters like 9/11, the Boston Marathon bombing, and the BP oil spill. In addition to the fiscal compensation, the Associated Press reports that GM has provided over 13,000 loaner vehicles to victims of the recall while they take appropriate steps in fixing the problem. It's quite clear that this recall affecting over 1.3 million vehicles makes GM face major issues in sustainability, ethics, and crisis management. I can only hope that you have not personally fallen victim to this current recall or any other safety recalls in your recent years, and I really do wish you all the very best. Thank you.